Hey guys, this is Tuhon Aditya here from LightHaven. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a single stick drill, one of my favorite single stick drills. As you guys know, I really like to do drills which make you work on multiple things at the same time, and this is another one of those drills. The first time, or one of the first times I actually did this drill was in many conventions ago in the Philippines, and GT had us all line up in this big courtyard and do this again and again and again and again and again. And at that time I didn't realize how beneficial and how amazing this drill was. Through subsequent years, when I've continued to train it, only now do I realize how many different things, from body mechanics to basic angles to your third hand or live hand training, all of these things can happen through just this simple drill. Really quickly before we start, please do like this video, comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It does help us out a lot. I'm going to start with the stick in my right hand, but of course you must do both hands and train them equally. I'm going to start with the stick in my right hand with my right leg forward, although eventually we're going to be using again our open triangle footwork. We're going to break this up into two parts. The first part is just going to be a broken angle one, and the second part is going to be a fluid angle one and a fluid angle 4. What my hand is going to be doing is every time my stick chambers on my shoulder, on the same side shoulder, my hand is going to be extending. Now, it's not enough that my hand extends like this. This is not enough. I want to be turning my hip and extending my scapula so that my hand can extend to its fullest range without locking my elbow. So, I'm going to strike angle 1. As I retract my angle 1, my hand's going to come out. Angle 1, hand comes out. When I first initially started to do this, in order to exaggerate that hip turn, what GT used to make me do was turn the hips so much that my stick is now pointing back in front of me. Strike, turn the stick. So it's a really exaggerated turn. In application, you're not going to turn that much, but again, just to learn how to turn that hip, we're going to have this exaggerated hip turn. The other thing to keep in mind is, in order for me to really have that complete hip turn, I can't keep my elbow close to me. The stick doesn't extend more than this, so you want to lift that elbow up to get that stick pointing right back in front of you and this hand in front of you as well. So angle 1, turn, angle 1, turn, angle 1, turn. The first part of the drill is just this with your open triangle footwork. So I step out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you're comfortable with this, then we're going to add in our fluid strikes. So we go broken, turn, fluid, come back, chamber and hit. So broken, hit, fluid, fluid, hit. Broken, hit, fluid, fluid, hit. Broken, hit, fluid, fluid, hit. And now we add our footwork into it. So the same drill can also be done with a sword. I'm going to chamber, broken, hit, fluid, fluid, extend. Just a quick note about what your feet should be doing. Now, in many martial arts, in many Filipino martial arts, you have a lot of pivoting. But GT has always been very particular in not wanting me to pivot. So he doesn't want me to do this. Instead of pivoting, what you want to be looking for is a sort of sink. With an angle 1, when I'm doing angle 1, the fluid angle 1 and the broken angle 1, I'm looking to sort of sink into the strike, because it's not just a lateral strike, it's a diagonal strike going from top to bottom, and that sink adds a lot more power. When you come back with the 4, then you're pushing off the ground, pushing off your back leg, pushing off the ground, and then transferring the energy through your hip to open. So it's sort of like you're coiling with the angle 1, sinking and coiling, and pushing and uncoiling with the angle 4. And that hip turn is what's going to shoot that hand out naturally. So I want to sink, and uncoil or push up or rise. And with that hip turn, gives me also more power and speed with my third hand. Whether you have a knife in here, a stick, a sword, any other weapon in here, you give this hand more power and more speed. So sink instead of pivoting. Try and get the sense of sinking. Sink into the strike, and when I am uncoiling, when I'm going to go for my angle 4, I'm going to push off, almost like you're throwing an uppercut but without the pivot. Push off, turn your hip, and then take the third hand out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like, share and comment on this video. Subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel and the school out a lot. And see you guys in the next video.